Yeah, from the concrete where legends get tested. Pressure make diamonds. In New York, we don't ask for respect, we take it. It's the next verse, everybody. City on our back, never fold, never sorry. They doubt us every season, still we stand tall. Madison Square pressure, make kings out of underdogs. Next verse, everybody. Lights too bright, but we built for the glare. They let her count us out, let them talk. New York state of mind, we prepared for war. They let her hype when we fall, hate when we climb. Front page headlines trying to bury our shine, but this city race fighters, not followers, built on cold.
Yo, what's good, man?
Yeah, we back again.
Woo, episode 13, man.
Lucky number 13.
And we back, man. We back like we never left. Knicks are doing amazing. But before we get into that, y'all know who this is, man. It's your boy, D.O. Let's go.
AC holding it down.
Holding it down, man.
It's frigid cold.
Yeah, it's cold out here. It's cold. Yeah, I hope y'all staying warm, and I hope y'all, y'all in your house, or if you got to go to work, go back and get indoors, man. It's too nasty out here, man, for real, man. It's nasty out here. But let's talk some Knicks, man. We back at it again.
Let's talk about the hot Knicks, the warmer up Knicks. That's what we should talk about.
Before we get into everything, I want to ask you: is the vibes back? Do you feel like the vibes is back, or do you feel like?
To be honest with you, 100% honest, I don't think the vibes have left. I think people was jumping ship, and the captain said, "Hold up, we got this," and it showed the difference. The last couple of games, we've seen a different team. You know what I mean? Especially last game with Mikal and Kolik. Mikal coming off the bench said, "Y'all want to trade me? I bet. Trade me.
Yeah.
I'm going to drop this 30-piece on y'all right now, a very quick minute." So it's been looking great.
Mikal doing his thing. I think the vibes are not fully back, but they making a comeback. Like this 4-game winning streak is bringing the vibes back to, okay, we got something with this team. We could go forward with this team. So, like, I do like the trajectory that we on right now. And I'm glad that we snapped back and we bounced back after that crazy losing stretch. I'm glad that's over with. That's behind us. And, hopefully it stays behind us and it don't creep back in nowhere in the season. And, we take a loss here and there, but we bounce back. But I'm glad that we back, man. It's a couple things we still got to tighten up. But for the most part, I'm happy with the play of this team. They learning that they have another level, and they reaching that other level when they need to. And I think that's the thing that's been missing in those losings, those games that we was losing in the losing streak. They wasn't tapping into that level that they needed to tap into to win those games, man. But how did you feel about How did you feel about the game yesterday, man?
Yesterday's game, it showed the resiliency, and I liked it. I really liked it because, I wasn't in front of my TV. I was doing ESPN ticker, so I was, seeing the score, and I was like, damn, we down. By the time I got to the crib, we up. I'm like, okay. The good thing about it, and I watched the fourth quarter, being able to see OG flourish. OG is making this trade from the Toronto Raptors look a lot sweeter.
Yo, that trade is looking beautiful now. And since a fun fact, since that trade, the Raptors haven't beaten us. We went 8-0 since the OG and Nobi trade against the Raptors. They haven't beat us since we made that trade.
That's all I hear.
Salute to OG for making that trade work. Salute for Leon Rose and those guys up there seeing the vision. I love our kids, man. Quickly is our kid, Barry is our kid. They are homegrown kids. But it's like, you go over there and y'all got a man now. You got to go somewhere else and be the man. You know what I mean? And it's good to see that they're doing somewhat decent. Quickly came off a hot streak. I was surprised with that game yesterday with Quickly. He had it wasn't a good game at all. He was player of the week in the Eastern Conference. Leading into this game, and they was coming off a hot stretch. They was
they won 3 to 4.
They was on a 4-game winning
Winning
streak themselves. So you know what I mean. So like I'm glad that we went in there. And we took care of business, man. We really did, man. Like I watched the entire game, and I've seen some good things and I've seen some bad things, but I like the energy that we brought in the third quarter. And the thing that I noticed the most is Tyler Kolek really unlocks Mikal Bridges. Like when Kolek is in a game, it's something about that energy that him and Mikal Bridges got. Like Mikal Bridges got an extra bounce in this game when Kolek is on the floor. Like, you know what I mean? Because Kolek is a pass first kind of guy. So the bounce for Mikal is better. Like Mikal is like cutting better. It's like they know each other. They got a real synergy, man. And I love what I'm seeing from Kolek and Bridges. And besides that, Wingstop was in full effect yesterday. Josh Hart, everybody was on their part. OG, Sherman, we had some spurts. Cat didn't do his thing on the offensive part of it, but like he grabbed like 22 boards, which I was happy, and I'm glad that he grabbed those 22 boards because he should have been grabbing those 22 boards. I think everybody was like 6'9" and under in their whole starting lineup, so I'm glad Cat, he contributed in a way, and he had that crazy pass. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like that was like one of the craziest passes I've seen all season.
It's almost Sabonis daddy like almost. Eyes behind his head and everything.
That was crazy. I think Brunson was kind of slow yesterday. They said he was coming over like an illness or something like that, so he was questionable to play from the beginning. Josh Hart was questionable to play, so I'm glad those guys stuck it out and they did play. And
he's questionable for tomorrow's game too. Josh Hart and Deuce.
Right, and I wasn't. Yeah, we ain't had no Mitch. Yeah, and I wasn't mad at Brunson's performance. It was. I mean, the other guys picked up the parts where he was lacking at. You know what I mean? So I know Captain can have those games. Like he can't have them a lot, but like you know what I'm saying. Like he's gonna have those games every once in a while where he's gonna give you a lackluster performance. And last night was one of those performances, but I know he always bounced back the next game and come full speed.
Yep.
It was a good game, man. Overall, I'm not gonna lie, it was a good game. And the Raptors really they locked in. Like the first quarter, the second quarter, their defense was stout. Like they really was like locking us up. Which the funniest thing that I seen with those guys is that they went into a zone early.
Yes,
they started off their first couple possessions, they went right into a 2-3 zone. So it was kind of interesting to seeing that. So I'm glad the Knicks got that off, man. You know what I mean? For real. Who was one of your players of the game? Like,
look, for me, OG. Like I love when OG goes against his forward team because it shows the energy. I always feel like Leon Rose saw something in OG that a lot of other people didn't see.
Yeah.
And to be able to showcase that on the biggest stage right there, anytime he plays against the Raptors, it's beautiful. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like he did everything he needed to do. You know what I mean? BI didn't get off. You know what I mean? Scotty Barnes is going to get his points regardless, but it was just good to see OG do his thing.
Yeah. Bi came alive like in the third quarter. Like he came in the third quarter and really got like his mid-range game was like top of the line, and like he really was dominating in that department. Scotty Barnes came out, guns blazing. Barrett was aggressive, but it wasn't nothing too It wasn't nothing too crazy. I just felt like once the Knicks got it down to like 6 points, I knew that I was like, okay, this is a game. Like now we could potentially come back and win this game, and then the snap of a finger, like I said, the Knicks got into that second mode that
Mm-hmm.
he tapped into, and that was it. The game was like it was theirs basically after that. You know what I'm saying? And I was happy to see that because at first I was like, man, we're gonna lose this game. Like we was losing the whole game. We was trailing. They was winning the whole game to the third quarter. Like so, I was like, damn, man, this is a game we gonna have to figure it out. If we don't figure this out,
Yeah.
we was gonna lose. But I kind of was. I wasn't mad at if we would have lost because I'm like, this is like a scheduled loss. We played on the back to back. We had to travel. We didn't have Mitch. We didn't have no Deuce. So I kind of was like already chalking it up. Like whatever it would have been, I would have been like, I would have been okay with it. But I'm glad that we pulled that win out. That was impressive. Like that was really impressive. And then that shows you that the Knicks have something. We do have something. It's just that we have to be more consistent with
To
the
it.
thing that we have. You know what I'm saying? And that's what's gonna make us an elite team and be on top of the Eastern Conference, and we are like we second, we in second place right now with that win. You know what I mean?
That,
So that win was so important for us. Not only
yes, it was very important
it
for us.
bumped Boston out of second, it put us in second. And we own the series on the Raptors. We played them two more times, so ultimately we played them 5 games this season. So
Oh,
we already won. We got 3 games and we got 2 more games with them. So that's important for us, like because it might come down to that. You know what I mean? When the playoffs start, like before the playoffs start, it's seeding. So I'm happy. I'm happy we pulled it off, man. I'm really happy in my Knicks, man. I really am.
so should we talk about like the big elephant in the room?
Oh, let's talk about it. What?
All
What?
right. So as you probably seen across the ESPN network, Threads, Instagram,
Mm-hmm.
Giannis could come to the
Ooh,
Knicks.
Giannis.
What is you've been very vocal about how you really want
Ooh,
Giannis. He get out of
ooh,
here.
ooh.
Now they threw in a little nice little monkey wrench and like Mikel's a part of it, and we can get
Ooh.
Drew Holiday. So
Yo,
let's talk about
yo, they was tearing me up on Threads, man. Like I'm not gonna lie, like yeah, follow us on Threads too. If y'all on Threads, but yo, they was tearing me up. They was tearing me up on there, but like my stance is still the same, but it did change slightly a little bit. You know what I'm
it.
saying?
Okay.
Like I do want to see this team succeed as is, as the roster, like because I believe that we can do it,
Hmm.
but I feel like it's all gonna depend on how locked in Carl Anthony Towns is with this team. Like, and being that report came out, he was him like his agent had told him that, they was gonna potentially shop him and he basically would have been in a Giannis trade in the off season. So I think that's affecting him mentally. And I
Oh yeah.
feel like he's letting that affect his game, and especially around this time. And I get it, bro. Like I get it because you get traded, you got to pack up, you got to move to a new city. It's a lot. It's a lot. We
It
don't
is a lot.
experience that. We don't, our jobs don't be like you're fired and then you got to go to,
To another
you know
place.
what I'm
Yep.
saying? You got to go to another state or something like that. So like it's a lot with that, man. And I totally get it. And maybe in his heart he wants to win a championship. God rest his mother. She was a big Knick fan. Maybe he feel like this is where he wanted to do it at. If it wasn't Minnesota, it'd be here. So I get it. So I get it, but I feel like he's just not bringing what we need at the moment, and it's like that's the concerning part with this whole piece. And I'm like, it just don't fit. So my thing, back to the Giannis trade, my thing is, I don't think the Knicks is gonna get Giannis. before the trade deadline. I seriously don't. And if they do, it's a lot of magic that Leon worked, and you got to tip your hat to those guys if they can pull something like that off. But I just don't. I just don't feel it like in my gut. I just feel like if we was to get Giannis, it'd be in the off season. I think we got better chances. We got more picks. Those guys will have higher trade values, so teams will actually want them at that point, depending on how far we go in the playoffs. So I feel like right now wouldn't be our time to get Giannis, and if he goes elsewhere, so be it. I mean, it is what it is. But maybe his choice is the Knicks, and he want to come to the Knicks. And if he goes to another team and get traded there, he don't want to stay there. He'd be like, you know what? I'm not signing my contract extension. Like I'm gonna come here just for a year, and then I could just come to the Knicks when I'm a free agent. So hopefully that's the case. But initially, my stance on it, real quick, and I'm gonna let you take over. I
Okay.
want Macau and Cat traded because I felt like Macau wasn't a fit either. I feel like he needs to go to a team where he's more on the ball and he can more so he has a bigger role in the offense. You know what I'm saying? And we was hearing the trade rumors with him in Portland. Portland likes Macau. We could have got Drew Holiday in that package, which would have lured Giannis to us. So I mean, anything is still possible. I mean, it's February 5th is next week. It's going to be a lot of stuff coming up. So this game with Portland is going to be a big game. It's going to be a tryout game too. You know what I mean, for both players. So we'll see. But to keep my answer, let's just keep the Knicks intact right now. I'm back. Yes, I'm backpedaling. I'm coming back. Yes, I'm coming back. Let's just keep the Knicks intact. Let's not do nothing crazy. Let's do a small margin trade, small move, fill a hole that we need, and just go all in. Honest right now, I don't think is the move, and I don't think realistically we could pull it off.
Like for me, like it's interesting. You know what I mean? The amount of mock trades that I've seen out there they've been bog mind, and it's like
Mm-hmm.
everything works, and I get it, but it's like right now Giannis is hurt,
Mm-hmm.
and he's going through the same stuff that KD went through with a lingering calf issue.
Thanks.
I'm kind of like, oh my God, I don't want to take that. And then it turns into he blows out his Achilles, he loses for a season. You know what I mean? Then it's never going to be the same thing. So it's like right now, I'm a little cautious on getting Giannis. Now, Drew Holiday, I like it.
Mm-hmm.
I like it because he brings a championship winning atmosphere. You know what I mean? From the point guard too, which is something we really don't have right now besides Brunson and then who? You know what I mean? So, and he doesn't need to really play on the ball. He can play
Mm-hmm.
off the ball and still be a facilitator. So it's kind of intriguing.
Mm-hmm.
But to give up McCall, and what is he? And he's playing his best right now. That's a hard one too. It's
That's
very
all.
hard right now
All
to
right.
understand the trades and everything like that. We still got to get Yabba Dabba, as Evergreen said. Yabba Dabba do. We got to get him out of here.
I'm out of here,
We
bro.
we got to figure out who's going to be. The Spurs are talking. It's
Yeah.
just what does it want? Because even Yabaseta even said it on not his Instagram, his Twitter, his
Mm-hmm.
X, whatever you want to call it nowadays. And it had Mitch thinking like, yo, word? No, there's something I should know about?
Mm-hmm.
He started to hear those calls, that things are happening.
Mm-hmm.
So what is Leon Rose going to get? If you're going to get I feel like he needs to get another rebound
Mm-hmm.
to be able to play the defense.
Yeah. Yo,
So,
shout out to Yabusele, and this is for all 30 teams in the NBA. If y'all like what y'all saw from him last night, come get him, man. You saw what he do. He goes to the hole, he drived, he scored. You know, Yabusele is a great player to y'all team. He gonna bring energy. He's gonna be a guy that make sure he posts your team every night. He gonna ride. This is me selling Yabusele right now. You know what I'm saying? So like, if y'all want Yabusele, come get him, man. Like it's about to be a bidding war. February 5th, man. It's right around the corner. Yo, come get Yabusele, man. If y'all really, 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 really love what he's doing, because he's doing. And remember what he did to LeBron. That alone should make y'all want to come get Yabusele. You saw what he did to LeBron and
Yep.
come get him. Come on, come get him. And if you want, we'll be nice. We'll throw Pacome Dadier in there with him. So now you get two Frenchmen for the price of one. So come on.
You can't have more. You can't have more.
So come on down and come get you some Yabusele before February 5th, man. You know what I mean? Like I'll drive into your airport. I'll drive to the airport. You know what I mean? Let me know. You know what I mean? We available. You know what I'm saying? Me and my guy Ancito over here will pack his bags for him.
Yep.
Get him up out of here. You know what I'm saying?
And put some grateful pound in the bag for him.
And,
So
and yeah, and it ain't. Yo, listen, it ain't bad. It ain't all bad, man. You know, you're a good person. That's what he gonna bring to your team. He gonna bring good vibes, good energy, but you gonna get what you gonna get. So I mean, maybe he plays amazing on your team. Who knows? But
yeah, I mean, Wimby wants him because I've heard the rumors that Wimby wants to have that. So have him on the team. So
I think
let's do it.
the only thing with Yabusele is that he got that player option for next year, which he's gonna take. I think it's for like 5 million, 6 million, I believe. Something around that number.
Okay.
He's gonna so any team that's the thing that's gonna keep teams like kind of like I don't know, like you know what I mean? Because he's gonna take that player option next year. And he's clear. I've seen something somewhere where he was like, I think if he's in the NBA 5 years, he's eligible for the benefits for his family and stuff like that. And I think I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
Next year we'll probably get him that 5 years, or he's get closer to that 5 years. Don't hold me on that. Don't quote me on that. But he gonna take that player option. So I mean that's gonna be hard to get off. But maybe if you throw a sweetener like a second rounder in there or something like that, maybe it'll make sense. And you know, maybe a team could get him, and if they don't like what he do, they could probably buy him out. And who knows? Who knows? Who knows?
Yeah, who knows? Yeah, because
that's
like that.
Hopefully that won't be our problem much longer. You know what I'm saying? I'm praying that won't be our problem much longer. And like I said, he's a nice guy. He's a good guy, man. But it just like with me, when I say trade a player, it's not because of who they are as a person. You know what I'm saying? It's never business. It's never personal. It's always business. Like you know what I mean? Like if a player doesn't fit, you just don't fit here. Like you know what I mean? That's it ain't because I don't go into it with some sort of emotion like, oh my God, I don't like this guy. It's never like that with me. I see the player doesn't fit in this system. And it could be coaching stuff or it could be meshing with the other players. So Yabusele is one of them, man. And unfortunately his time is up. You know what I mean? So I wish him the best though, man. I really do. You know what I mean?
I agree with you on that one 100%. Like, yeah, some people are not really down to put on a Knicks uniform and be a long-lasting Knick. As we saw the great Knicks over the years that still come back to the Garden, he's just not going to be one of them.
Yeah, no. And it's all right, bro. And like we was all high on Yabusele. I was high myself on Yabusele when before the season started because he did play decent last year in Philly, and what he did in the Olympics, and this year when he was playing in FIBA, he was killing it. Like you know what I'm saying. So I'm like, damn, this is a guy that's gonna make a difference on the bench. And then when we got Jordan Clarkson, I was like, wow, we got Jordan Clarkson too. So I'm like, this is exactly what we needed for the bench. And then it kind of didn't pan out for both guys. I mean, Jordan Clarkson still got a chance.
Yep.
And he
I still believe in Clarkson.
Yeah, he won us some games. So, like, I got to give Jordan Clarkson his props. I think he should be getting minutes, but The coach is saying otherwise, so I don't know what's going on with that, but who knows, man? If he get back in the rotation, I feel like he will. It's just
I
not.
feel like he will too.
I just don't know when. And I hopefully he'll have enough reps under him and he'll be ready for the playoffs because that's a guy that you're gonna need in the playoffs. Like even if he giving you 5 minutes, he might give you that boost the score that you need to win the game. So like, what I mean, I want to see him back in the rotation at some point, but yeah, man, this trade deadline is going. I mean, trade deadline is going to be real interesting, man. What moves you want to see the Knicks make if it's not a Giannis Antetokounmpo?
I'm really, like I said, for me, I'm really intrigued about this Drew Holiday coming. I like that particular one more than the Alvarado one.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? We can still shop Yabusele to Phoenix and get a Nick Richards. So I've still heard those kind of things. I think really just to really beef it up the interior.
Mm-hmm.
We need another rebounder because Mitch is God when it comes to rebounds and
Mm-hmm.
defensive player rating. But we also need somebody else to be able to do that. I don't think we need any more shooting bigs. I think we have enough shooting twos that can do the damage. But we need somebody to go in there and get those quality rebounds and block shots.
Yeah, no, that's a fact. That's a fact. I see that they real high on Eve Missy from the Pelicans. They real high on him, which is a good thing. He's a guy that can get you offensive rebounds and rebounds in general. So that's somebody to keep your eye on. Um, I'm still looking at the Kevon Looney's of the world, like guys like
Okay.
he will fill a position for us that of need. In case of break, that's like break the glass if we need. Um, it's not too many big names floating around. I mean, Anthony Davis, we got to stay far away from that. Um,
Yup.
Far away from that. Far away from that. Maybe he go to Atlanta or some. I don't know. I don't know. But I seen somebody bring up. I think it was Boogie Cousins. Salute to Boogie Cousins. He said he would like to see Cat get traded to either the Wizards or Cleveland. How would you feel about getting one of those big guys in return? Like I don't know who the Wizards will get back, but let's say Jared Allen and maybe Max Strus or something like that. We got to make the contracts work. I don't know offhand how much either of those guys make.
Okay,
But
Jared Allen's a shot blocker, so that's actually kind of what we need technically. And get rebounds. I don't need to score
mm-hmm.
20 to 30. I mean, Jared Allen, when he was on the Nets, he was a freaking monster.
Yeah,
Like,
and he got a little bit of offensive game too, especially around the rim. Like he know how to score around the rim. So I would listen. I would like that him and maybe a Max Strus or somebody like that. Or
that's good 3-point shooting right there.
I don't even know. I gotta see. I gotta go back and look and do the math and see who we could get. Because it's not going to be just Jared Allen that's coming back. Because we got to take on. It got to be basically a match for match salary kind of thing. But that's interesting. And then they said Cat playing with Trey Young. I think that'll be a good fit for Cat too. You know what I mean? And then they get another piece over there in Washington. I just don't know what we will get back in return for that. But that probably wouldn't be a bad look. That wouldn't be a bad look. Like for
I mean, the one going not to the Wizards, going to the other team, that sounds better. I mean, going to the Cavs. I mean, the Wizards, I don't think they really got anybody that we really want.
Yeah, no, I know. They don't got nobody we want. So, I mean, it wouldn't be a good trade for us. But I feel like Cat on that team probably would make sense because he will, who knows. But like that's neither here nor there. I like a player who I do want is like a Jose Alvarado. I do want Alvarado. I feel like he's good at point of attack defense. he's just a good, gritty guy and he brings toughness to this team. I think we lacking that. Like, especially
Yeah,
going to playoffs, we need a guy like that, man. We need somebody. We had last year, we had PJ Tucker. He was on the bench. But we need somebody, a dog. We need a dog. Like, not a basketball scoring on you and he's a beast on the court, but somebody that brings that toughness to this team. Like, the closest thing we got to that is my man Josh Hart. You saw him with the two last night with the two guns pointing at Ingram. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that's my boy, man. But it's gonna be an interesting trade season in general for the NBA. It's just one of those things where you just gotta watch and see, get your popcorn ready. You know what I mean?
February. We're talking February 5th. The
Yeah,
trade deadline is
it's
3.
last day. It's the last day. So that's Wednesday.
Wow, Wednesday already. God, so I used to love watching on ESPN that day when they had the special to let me
Yeah.
know who's getting traded. The
Yes,
ticket
sir.
used to be going on crazy. So
Sir, you
we'll
gotta.
see if the Knicks are a part of it.
It's gonna start warming up now, so we gotta stay locked in with that. But we're gonna do a special on here too. We're gonna probably come on here for like 2 days. I'll hop on either you if you're available, if I'm available, we'll hop on the day of as well.
Yep.
And chop it up. Also, I'll get some people on here. We get some more people on here, and I'll have like a host of people on here, and we'll all talk Knicks and like trade scenarios and stuff like that, and maybe Giannis will make a move soon, and we could see how that'll impact the league and where he goes. And I mean, I think he want to stay in the East, I would think, but who knows? Like, maybe he want to go to Golden State. They gotta right now. I feel like the best package out of the 4 teams is Golden State. Golden State.
Yeah, I agree too.
Can give up more. They got more picks to offer. You know what I'm saying? So I think Milwaukee will probably they're gonna listen to offers. They're gonna fill their offers, but I think that they're honestly, if they don't see nothing that really wows them and blows them away, and it's something that Giannis don't agree to, I think that they'll wait to the offseason. And if they do, then I think the Knicks can actually be the front runners to get Giannis in that scenario. Excuse me. But because then we could go get Drew Holiday, and a lot of moves could be made within that time.
A lot of moves can be moved.
That could bring Giannis to us. So maybe we go get his brother or something like that. You know what I mean? Go sway his brother over here. Let's go get Thanasis and bring him back because he started with us. So let's bring him back to the Knicks.
That is true. He did start with us.
I'm telling you this: if Giannis makes it past, if the Bucks, I'm gonna say the Bucks. If the Bucks don't trade Giannis by February 5th, I think Giannis will be in a Knicks uniform come summertime.
Ooh.
But it's gonna be competition. It's not gonna be easy. It's not gonna be easy because other teams gonna have more assets, and it's gonna be a fight to the finish. But I think the Knicks will have more assets, and then we could probably still engage on, trading other players elsewhere, and that could probably bring back some draft capital as well. And we could start striking and going get Giannis, and then he'll be actually fully healthy, and then we'll bring him in the beginning of the season rather than halfway in the season and trying to integrate everybody into that role. So it'll be a full season together with this Knicks roster. So I mean, I'm praying that happens. If it don't, I'm not mad either way. Like, go get your money. Go do what you need to do. And if the Bucks see fit and Giannis see fit, let it go. Let the chips fly where they fly. But I think this is my hot take. I think Giannis will be a Knick at some point in his career. I think whatever team he does get to, I don't think he signs that extension. I think that he goes there and he plays there, he fills it out, and if it don't work, he comes and be the Knick on his own terms. And in that particular scenario, I would love to keep Cat because then we wouldn't need to trade Cat for Giannis, and we could move Cat to the 4 and Giannis to the 5. and keep
Okay. First
keep
time I'm hearing this. Okay.
just keep the whole roster the same. The whole you could slide McCall to the 2. You could keep OG at the 3, and you could start Brunson. The odd man out would be Josh Hart. He'll come off the bench. So yeah, yeah, that's always a possibility as well. So it's like I'm not sweating about it. Like if he gets traded somewhere, I think ultimately he'll wind up coming here. You know what I mean? Because he wanted to come here in the offseason. We was the only team he wanted to come to. It wasn't Miami. It wasn't Golden State. It wasn't the Wolves. I just think realistically the Bucks is going to do what they want to do
Of
because
course.
it got to benefit them. You know what I'm saying?
That is true.
Yeah, but
I like that insight. That was good insight. I didn't even picture that one.
yeah,
Instead
yeah.
of getting rid of Cat, let's merge him with Cat. Okay, I like that one.
That's always a possibility because, like I said, he could go to. Let's say he goes to the Warriors, and for whatever reason, it just don't pan out. And like Giannis, like in the off season, Giannis is gonna have so much power because what he could do is he'll get traded to the team, and he could tell them, I don't see myself signing that contract extension. He's up for a contract extension.
Yep.
So he gonna tell a team like yes or no. So he could play that year out, or he could just go there and fill it out and be like, you know what? I got some businesses in New York. I got some things in New York. I could just go take my talents there, and they still a championship contending team. So
Right.
he could be like, well, and that's still in our timeline, and in our timeline too. So I think honestly, bro, I think that might happen. So don't be surprised, like if he goes to another team, but ultimately don't sign that contract extension, and he comes to us, and he'd be a Knick, he'd be a full-time Knick. So for nothing, he'll be unrestricted, so he could do his own thing. You know what I mean? But maybe I think here's the thing though. If the team will, if let's say he go to Golden State and Golden State gave up all they gave up for him,
Yeah.
and they feel like they can't they can't sign him. I mean, they can't keep him. They'll flip him. They'll ship him off somewhere.
Yep.
But ultimately, wherever his journey is, he can always come back to the Knicks. There's always going to be a path. There's going to be a path there. And who knows, man? We don't know. Leon Rose and those guys over there, William West and all of those guys and Brock Island, they showed us how they operate, man. They get busy behind the scenes. So stuff we don't know. I mean, maybe he gets traded to the Knicks before February 5th. I mean, who knows? But I don't feel it. I don't feel it. Like I don't feel it. But who knows?
You said a lot, man. I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna let you have that one because you definitely said a lot.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
said some good stuff on that one. I'm
yeah,
surprised.
yeah. Appreciate that. Yeah, we cooking, man. So what you think about this Portland game coming up, man? How important would this Portland game be for the Knicks? Like I said, is it a
It's a
tryout?
showcase game, as you were saying.
Is it a
It's a
showcase
showcase
game?
game.
Okay.
Yep, because we want to see what Drew can really bring and see if he's going to really play well enough to basically lead this team.
Mm-hmm.
Two, it shows Portland really is thirsty. Are they really that hungry for Mr. Bridges? You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? So I see it as like it's definitely a showcase game to be able to show them, between both teams, like what are we offering? You know what I mean? It
Mm-hmm.
makes Leon Rose think, it makes a lot of people think. But it should
Mm-hmm.
be a good game.
Yeah.
Funniest thing is Danny Alvier is going to be playing again.
Mm-hmm.
So this is where OG is going to have to really play his A1 defense again, because
Yeah.
he's going to draw fouls. There's nothing different than that. He's going to draw fouls. So
That's a fact.
we're gonna see, what I mean? But I think it's gonna be a great game. What I
Yeah.
mean? They got
Yeah.
2 days off. They get back into this. They get back into the grind again. They take
Mm-hmm.
it. The only question of the thing is, will Josh Hart play and will Deuce play? They're questionable right now.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. I
we
think.
kind of need Josh Hart because that's that glue. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? But we got to see what happens.
Yeah. I think both guys will play. I think what they with the medical staff and with the front office and the team is doing is they really monitoring the guys that had those ankle injuries like Mitch and Deuce and I don't see them really doing it too much with Cap because they need Cap, but they doing it in a good way. So I think those guys will be back for that game. I feel like they will be back from that game. I know we'll be in full strength, and it'll be a good matchup for us because a team like Portland, they record don't really show who they really are. They're a good team, man. Like, and we can't come in there and be lackluster and play with no energy. Let's keep this winning streak alive. Let's go get 5 straight games that we won. You know what I'm saying? Let's start putting some distance between us and other teams that's in the East because it's so bunched up right now from that fifth seed all the way to the second seed. It's kind of like you could lose a game and then you be right back in the fourth seed. You know what I'm saying? So it's easy to lose a game and be right back in the fourth seed. So I just want to just put some distance between us and we do it like that.
Okay,
Yeah.
I can respect that because you just like with these teams, these are those quality, wins that we need to win to be able to boost the standings. You know what I mean? Can we still catch a Pistons? I don't know. We want to see, but we need to win these kind of games. We need to win against these teams that are the right now the bottom feeders of the league right now. We need to take advantage.
Yeah. That's what's up, man. So we got the Lakers following after that game. I think that should be a win for us too. Seeing where Luka Doncic is at that time, maybe he's not playing, but I feel like he'll play for the Knicks because all teams play for the Knicks, man. All players play for the Knicks. Every time our game comes, everybody locked in. You know what I mean? A player could be injured, they just miraculously be better when it's time to play us. So I feel like that's a game that we can win as well. But we got to see where the chips fall, man. Any last little notes, man, before we get up out of here, man?
Look, Portland's gonna be a good game.
Sure.
Lakers, I think we could probably take both dubs. I think we take both dubs. I feel a good thing. I feel like this is gonna get us closer to the All-Star break where we can actually, close the first half of the season on a high. So yeah, I think 2 wins.
Yes. Yes. So 2 wins. I predict we're gonna win those 2 games. Well, I think we're gonna go on a 6-game winning streak, maybe longer. And we just gotta keep playing with this effort that we showed over the last couple games. And we could beat anybody, you know what I'm saying? We be showing that we can beat anybody. We just gotta play with that energy, you know what I'm saying? And even if we don't have it in the beginning, we gotta go find it. And like yesterday, they found it. So we could beat anybody. I don't want to break this team up. Let's see what they got. Let's add to instead of subtracting. Um, I wouldn't make no substantial moves. The only substantial move I would make is if it have to do with Giannis. If it has nothing to do with Giannis, I think we need to stay pat, stay patient, see what the team got, add a smaller piece, fill one of those holes up, and then keep it pushing, man. But I feel like we in a good direction. Like I said earlier in this, the vibes are coming back. We getting back to a good place in the Knicks. We was in Knicks depression, all of us,
Yep.
losing our minds. As you can see, I'm like saying one thing one day, the next thing I'm saying I'm coming back, and you know what I mean. So it's like we going on that roller coaster with the Knicks. So I really feel like we gotta just lock in and just play this brand of basketball. And like I said, we could beat anybody on any given night, and we can go on a run, man. But yo, salute. We always got to do this, man.
Yes.
Salute to all the fans. And I don't want to say y'all fans because I don't want to even call you a fan. Salute to all the supporters and people that we call family in this community that's been supporting us. Thank you. If you ever tapped in, if you ever watched, if you ever liked, if you ever just anything, you know what I mean? Like, and we open for comments, we open for debates. is we welcome it. Like, you know what I mean? So I just want to thank everybody that has been checking in and tapping in on Threads, Instagram, Facebook, or whatever social media platform you on. Yeah, anything you want to say to these guys, man?
No, it's been 13 episodes, so I'm very proud of,
Mm,
the opportunities we have done. We're reaching a lot of different people,
yes,
different platforms. So, we're continuing to get better and show the love for the next. So, like I said, I love it every day. We did 13 episodes, and I still remember day one. So it's a lot, and I'm proud of us.
proud of us, man, and it's only gonna get better. Y'all gonna keep seeing the progress is gonna keep getting better and better and better. And we're gonna have more guests on here. We're gonna have people come through here. So right now we just starting the foundation also. Like I just wanna thank y'all. Like I don't ever wanna say I don't ever wanna do this and not big y'all up and appreciate y'all because y'all really keep us going, y'all motivate us. And like I said, it's only gonna get better and it's only gonna go up, man. But
Yep.
yo, Knicks, let's keep that winning streak alive tomorrow versus the Blazers.
Yes.
Let's win on Sunday, and let's keep the vibes back. Do not trade nobody. I know everybody like trade Cat, but let's not trade Cat before the deadline. Let his trade value go up, and then we can talk about trading him. And keep everybody on this team, and let's focus, man. Let's go on this championship run, man. Anything is possible. Cause
That is true.
I was just telling my guy, we had this before we log off real quick. He was like, if we win a championship with Cat, do you trade him? I'm like, no, you don't. Because you won a championship with him. And he had to do something and elevate his game for the Knicks to win a championship. So you keep Cat in that instant. And that's it. There should be no other trades. There should be when the Knicks win a championship, it's not if, but it's when. And Cat is a part of that. You keep him. There's no more
It's true.
Giannis talk for us. That's out the window. We don't care about
Yep.
that.
The shutdown.
Shut down. Anybody can have him at that point. We don't care. We did it. We climbed the highest mountain. We got it. And
Like, I
let this
think
be the year that we do it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I think if Cat can get us to that particular mountaintop, that the sky's the limit, bro. Like
Guys,
I'll probably be like LeBron. Like, what about why we think about it as one? Let's go for two. You know what I mean? Let's just do an everlasting kind of thing. Till the
go back
wheels
to
fall
back.
off.
Let's go back to back. Let's go. Let's go. But yo, we out of here, man. It's Knicks versus Everybody, episode 13. This episode will be out. Make sure y'all check us, like, share, subscribe. Yeah, man. We ain't going nowhere, man.
Oh, just the beginning.
Yes.
Out.